And I want to welcome you into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. We're here to kick off girls soccer coverage on KSLSports.com. It is the Pleasant Grove Vikings as they get ready to take on the Salem Hills Skyhawks, a battle in Region 7, an early Region 7 game that could decide how this region turns out. Two teams who have started off this season in fantastic form, going head-to-head in the early goings of Region 7 play. The Pleasant Grove Vikings coming to this one tonight at 6-0 and 1-0 in Region 7 play. For the Salem Hills Skyhawks, they come into this one at 6-1 overall with an 0-1 Region 7 record. It'll be the Pleasant Grove Vikings in the blue. They'll be going to the left of your screen here in the first half. And it is the Salem Hills Skyhawks in the white with the light blue shorts, and they'll be going to the right. Salem Hills to kick us off. There is the whistle, and we are underway as girls soccer action here on the Rewind Sports Network gets going. Pleasant Grove trying to win possession back. They do. Only momentarily as Salem Hills quickly winning it back. Ball played back. Goes into the feet of center back Lindstorm. Lindstorm will play it all the way back to Ellie Taylor, the goalkeeper. Taylor looking for options. Trying to play it out over to that far left side. Here's Lindstrom. Plays it up, takes a deflection. Ball lands at the feet of Shinners. Trying to play a ball in behind, and running off of it was Iris Larson for the Skyhawks. Instead intercepted. Here comes the Vikings. Ball over to the far side. Trying to find Indy Morris. Instead rolls all the way back to Lindstorm just inside the 18. Lindstorm will play it over to that far side. Nice pressure from Pleasant Grove, trying to win it back. It'll go out of bounds and out, and a throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline. The Vikings in possession. Morris crosses it into the box, and he goes out of bounds and out, and a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. For the Skyhawks, again, coming into this one at 6-1 overall on the season. Got the non-region win against Copper Hills 2-1, beat Cypress 3-1, beat Granger 5-0. Got a win against Orem 2-0, beat Juan Diego 3-0, and then beat American Heritage 4-2. Their one loss of the season so far being the opening game of region play, where they lost in the penalty shootout to the Spanish Fork Dons. That game ended 1-1 after overtime. Ended up going to the shootout, 4-2 win for Spanish Forked. Ball out of bounds and out here on the near sideline for Salem Hills as they throw it back in. Larson trying to bring it in. Here's Larson, plays it in centrally, finds Shinners. Shinners over the top. And cleared away. Brought down by Sinte. Sinte will play it back to Anderson. Pressured by Salem Hills, plays it up nicely to Embley. Embley settles it. Gets it to Sinte. Sinte plays it up to Morris. Morris over on the far sideline. Gets it out to Gant. Nice step defensively by Lydia Williams to win it back here for Pleasant Grove. Trying to play it now to the near sideline for Robbins. Robbins takes a touch in centrally. Robbins now plays it to the far side. Robbins gets it out. Robbins again. Possession here with Stuckey taking a shot, and an opportunity for the Pleasant Grove Vikings as Indy Morris with the opportunity, but nicely done. Ellie Taylor, the junior goalkeeper for Salem Hills, making the save and clearing it away. First opportunity of the game, it goes to the home side. Shinners plays it back to Carter. One back by Pleasant Grove. Here's Stuckey in centrally. Sinte. Stuckey back to Sinte. Nicely cut out defensively by Lindstrom. Salem Hills now trying to play it up. Giving chase is Thorkelson for Pleasant Grove. Gets it out of the near side for Robbins. Robbins, nice cut back up the sideline. Robbins trying to cut it back inside. Here's Robbins, plays it in centrally to Morris. Morris just outside of the 18. Morris. 3 defenders, nicely defended. Ruby Lindstorm coming up for the Salem Hill Skyhawks to boot it away. Pleasant Grove trying to keep possession inside the attacking third. Here's Robbins winning it back. Robbins plays it over to the far sideline for Stuckey. Stuckey plays it into the 18, taking the shot, and it goes wide. Sinte all alone inside the 18, unmarked, takes the shot, and it goes out of bounds and out. And a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Another close and good look for the home side. Ashlyn Embley winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Here's Indy Morris. Morris settles it to Stuckey. Stuckey in centrally. Sinte again. Sinte back into Morris. Now back to Sinte. Sinte in behind the defense. Puts it into the back of the net. And with 35-11 left to go here in the first half, McKinley Sinte scores the opening goal. Great build-up play just outside the 18 from the Pleasant Grove Vikings. The connection between Indy Morris and Sinte connecting. Sinte in behind, unmarked, puts it into the back of the net, and Pleasant Grove leads it 1-0. The Vikings up. And now how will the Skyhawks respond? There are 2 teams all season long in the high-scoring categories. Pleasant Grove now 19 goals scored on this season after that Sinte goal. You also have the Salem Hills Skyhawks coming to this one tonight with 19 goals scored on the year. Salem Hills now trying to respond after going down 1-0. Robbins trying to play it up. It'll come out of bounds and out. Thorkelson to throw it in. Powell let it bounce over. Now here's Indy Morris. Morris. Lindstrom there defensively for Salem Hills. Lindstrom now bringing it up the near sideline, plays it up. Robbins is there to intercept. Robbins plays it in centrally to the goal scorer in Sinte. Stuckey. Ball out wide. Chloe Anderson. Trying to play it back out wide to Haley Stuckey. Instead goes out of bounds and out, and a throw-in coming up for the visitors over on that far sideline. Pleasant Grove coming into this game undefeated. Got wins a 6-2 win against Northridge. Beat Mountain View 1-0 in a game that went to overtime. Took down Provo 2-1. Got a 2-0 win against Timpanogos. Beat Layton 4-0, and then in the opening game of region play was able to get a 3-2 win over Springville in overtime. Region 7 so far. Shaping up to be a good race. Salem Hills in possession. Salem Hills now gets the ball into the box, taking a shot, and the sophomore goalkeeper, Mackenzie Robertson, at her near post, has to make the save. Good look for Salem Hills, trying to find the equalizer. Robertson denying the opportunity at her near post. Now here's Lynn. Or excuse me, that's Megan Lyman. Lyman playing it in safely into the hands of Robertson. Robertson will boot this one up and away. Salem Hills quickly trying to get possession back. Here's Lyman. Lyman crosses it in. Gant there. Interception. Gant gets it up to Morris. Nicely defended by the Skyhawks. Lyman plays it back in centrally. Here's Brockbank. Brockbank plays it over to the far side. Now possession back with Salem Hills. Nicely done by Carter. Carter trying to get past another defender. Can't there defensively. Wins it back for PG. Clears it away. Salem Hills back in possession. Ball over to the far side. Here's Morris. In a foot race with Lindstrom. Nicely done by Lindstrom to win it back. Ball played up by the Vikings. It'll roll out of bounds and out. And with 31-17 left to go here in the first, Pleasant Grove leads it 1-0. Substitution coming up here for the visitors as Hazel Marks checking into the game. Off comes Olivia Shinners. Lyman trying to play it here to the near sideline for the overlapping run. Instead goes out of bounds. Thorkelson throws it in. Nice turn from Robbins. Robbins crosses it in and safely into the hands of Ellie Taylor. Taylor will boot this one up and away. Tracked down by Bowler. Bowler trying to play it up. Cleared away by Gant. A throw-in now coming up for Salem Hills here on the near sideline. Brockbank to throw it in. Abigail Brockbank plays it in. Bowler gets a touch. Lyman trying to get on the end of it. Now here's Brockbank, plays it up. Loose ball ends up with the Vikings. Nicely done by Powell to intercept. Ball booted away by Lydia Williams. And we have a whistle and a foul here. Salem Hills whistled for the foul. I believe that was Iris Larson in to commit the foul. Now it will be, or excuse me, that was Hazel Marks committing the foul. Free kick opportunity here for Pleasant Grove to boot this one up and away with Gant. Gant clears it up. Trying to find Stuckey, instead comes out for PG. Robbins tracks it down, plays it to the near side for Thorkelson. Thorkelson trying to play back up to Robbins. Nicely cut out by the Skyhawks. Here's Williams. Takes a deflection. It'll go out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Nice little turnout here from the visiting Salem Hills crowd. They wanted a throw-in for Salem Hills. Instead, it'll be throw-in for the Vikings. Lindstrom. In possession, looking for options. We'll go back to Ellie Taylor. Taylor inside the 18. Gets it to Carter. Carter. Lindstrom has to come up and win it back here for Salem Hills. Lindstrom. Losing out possession to Robbins. Robbins cuts it back, crosses it into the box. Stuckey trying to get on the end of it. Marks tracking. And nicely covered by Hazel Marks as that ball will roll out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. And a throw-in coming up here for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Throw-in now again, this time for Pleasant Grove. Played in quickly to Morris. Morris brings it down. Ball out of bounds once more. Throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove over on the far sideline. Well, Indy Morris so far here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Add another assist, up to 3 assists on this season after setting up McKinley Sinte for the opening goal here at Pleasant Grove High. 3 assists on the year, 7 goals on the season for number 32, Indy Morris. McKinley Sinte up to 4 goals on the season now to accompany 2 assists. Played out to the near side for Thorkelson, trying to play it up to Robbins, cleared away by Brockbank. Now Robbins Robbins cutting inside. Looking for options. Has to play back to the near sideline for Thorkelson. Thorkelson will play it back to Gant. Gant, nice cross pass over to the far side, trying to find Chloe Anderson. Anderson can't reel it in. It'll go out of bounds and out. And a throw-in coming up here for the Salem Hills Skyhawks in their attacking half. Salem Hills trying to win possession with Elise Lyman instead one back by PG. Powell will play it back. Embley gets it over the far side for Anderson. Anderson plays it up to Stuckey. Now Lindstrom covering defensively. We'll go all the way back to Taylor. Taylor looking for options. Taylor will boot this one up and away. Cut out by PG. Stuckey trying to play it up. Heavy touch, heavy pass will go into the hands of Ellie Taylor. Taylor to boot this one up and away. Takes a bounce at the middle of the park. Larson. Here in possession, it's Carter. Carter will play to the near side for Brockbank. Nicely defended by Robbins, winning it back for Pleasant Grove. It goes out of bounds, but possession will go to the Skyhawks here on the throw-in. Brockbank will play it back in. Finds Carter. Carter plays it back to Brockbank. Brockbank boots it up and away. Giving chase here, it's Thorkelson. Plays it in centrally. Cut out by Salem Hills. Now here's an opportunity as Bowler was trying to win it there. Instead, Pleasant Grove in possession. Here's Robbins. Plays it up over the top. Trying to find Indy Morris. Nicely defended by the Skyhawks. That was War Cup having to come across and cut it out defensively before the leading scorer for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, Indy Morris, able to get on the end of it. Substitutions coming up here for both sides. Checking in for the home side, Caitlin Bishop for PG. Also into the game, Emily Ochoa for the Skyhawks. Throw it over on the far sideline as Stuckey will look to play it in. Takes a bounce inside. Anderson trying to cross it into the box across the face of goal. Robbins now collecting at the back post, and that one poked away. It'll go out of bounds near the corner flag. A throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove. Good opportunity there from Chloe Anderson. Pouncing on that ball, a loose ball inside the box. Now another throw-in coming up. Pleasant Grove again in possession. Morris back to Bishop. Nicely cut out by Lyman. Bishop again throws it in. Robbins will bring it in for Pleasant Grove. Just outside of the 18. Settles it for Powell. Nicely cut out. Was Chloe Anderson again trying to get on the end of it. Salem Hills with the defensive play as that ball will go out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. Throw in here for the home side. With 22:57 left to go in the first half. Pleasant Grove still leading 1-0. Stuckey trying to play it in centrally, looking for Stinney. Now Gant. Here's Williams. Nicely settled by Anderson, trying to play it back into Stuckey. Cut out by Salem Hills. Now here comes the Skyhawks trying to play it up. Cut out by the goal scorer. Now here's Indy Morris. Morris looking for options. Morris has it forced out to that far sideline. Nicely defended by Bowler. Anderson will play it back in centrally to the goal scorer in Sinte. Back to Gant. Gant will play to the near side for Bishop. Caitlin Bishop plays it up. That's Powell trying to play to the near side for Robbins. Instead deflected. A throw-in coming up. Here on the near sideline for Pleasant Grove, taken quickly. Powell trying to win it. Lindstrom gets a foot on the loose ball. Denies Robbins from winning possession here for Pleasant Grove. Gets it in centrally. Now back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom now looking for options. Has to play to the near side. Here's Lyman. Opportunity now for the Skyhawks. Megan Lyman plays it up to Larson. Larson into the 18. Poked away. And defended well by Lydia Williams. Williams coming across and making the defensive challenge, denying the opportunity for Larson into the box. And now a corner kick coming up here for the visiting side, looking to tie it up. Set piece opportunity coming up here for the Skyhawks. To take the corner here on the near sideline, it's Hazel Marks. Everybody lined up at the back post. Marks crosses it in front of goal, takes a deflection. Robertson collects. Mackenzie Robertson off her line, trying to punch that ball away. And the loose ball ends up right at the feet of Mackenzie Robertson. Has to just lay on top of it, picks it up, and averts the danger. Nicely defended by Pleasant Grove. Ball coming up now for Morris. Trying to find Robbins. Robbins caught in an offside position. The flag goes up. And now we do have a whistle. Offsides here against Pleasant Grove. Free kick coming up here for Salem Hills following the offsides. Lindstrom will boot this one up and away. Halfway through the first half, 20 minutes left to go as PG leads it 1-0. That ball booted up and away. Stuckey winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Trying to play to the near side, defended well by Ringer. Here's Lyman. Megan Lyman trying to play it up, deflected off of Bishop. Throw-in coming up for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Elizabeth Ringer here to throw it in. Larson brings it down, gets a touch. Bowler gets it back to Ringer. Ringer trying to connect on the near sideline with Megan Lyman, as that ball will roll out of bounds and out.
Number 1, Peyton Coyne. And number 9, Mia Falabella.
Peyton Coyne checking in, as well as Mia Falabella for the home side. With 2 substitutions here with 18:50 left to go. Ringer will play it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom heavy touch. Morris trying to win it back. Lindstrom cuts it back inside the center circle. Now looking for options. Trying to get it to Lyman here on the near sideline. Nicely poked away by Caitlin Bishop. And now a throw in again for Salem Hills, as Elizabeth Ringer, the sophomore, coming to the near sideline to throw it in. Ringer, ball booted away. Lindstrom goes all the way back to Taylor. Ball out wide. It's a War Cup. Now trying to play it up. Defended well by Pleasant Grove. Throw in for the Vikings. Going the other way for the Skyhawks.
Subbing in for the Skyhawks, number 20.
Prior to substitution, Oakley Jensen, the senior, checking in for Salem Hills. That ball booted up and away. Now we'll have a throw in Vikings over on the far sideline. Chloe Anderson to throw it in for Pleasant Grove. Gets it up to Morris. Falabella trying to win it inside Or towards the middle of the park, there's Mia Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Plays it back to Anderson. Anderson in centrally to Williams. Williams back to Falabella. And nicely cut out by Salem Hills. Here's Bowler. Bowler plays it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to the near side for Elizabeth Ringer. Ringer back to Lindstrom. Carries with possession, plays it up. Heavy deflection. Stuckey winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Here's Stuckey. Anderson in possession for PG. Plays it in centrally to the goal scorer, Sinte. Sinte losing out possession. Salem Hills wins it back, and now here comes an opportunity for the Skyhawks trying to go the other way with Megan Lyman. Lyman trying to get past Bishop, does. Here's Lyman, still in possession. Lyman gets it back to the near sideline. Lyman trying to cut it back to Bowler, instead cut out by Bishop. Bishop will play it up. Lindstrom trying to play it up in the direction of Ochoa. Here's Ochoa. Ochoa plays it to the near side, cut out by Embley. Takes a deflection, lands at Lindstrom. Lindstrom winning it back for Salem Hills. Plays it to the near side for Lyman. Megan Lyman now looking for options. Bishop there defensively, doing a fantastic job. Now here's Peyton Coyne. Coyne trying to play it up. Instead, it comes out of bounds and out, and Pleasant Grove will have a throw in here on the near sideline. Leading it still 1-0 thanks to the goal from McKinley Sinte in the early goings of the first half. The difference so far, this is a Pleasant Grove side coming into this one again undefeated at 6-0 on the season. Lindstrom. Salem Hills at 6-1, losing out in the last game to Spanish Fork in a penalty shootout. Again, a game here early in region play that can shape up the Region 7 race. Nicely set up, nicely cut out by Ringer. Plays it up, trying to find Emily Ochoa. And instead cut out by number 20, Powell. That ball booted away by Salem Hills. Another throw-in coming up prior to substitution as Olivia Shinners.
And number 20, Olivia Shiners.
Aubrey Robbins also back into the game for Pleasant Grove. There's Robbins quickly getting possession back after checking in. Lindstrom now chasing defensively. Lindstrom trying to play it back to the near sideline. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. That ball goes out of bounds. Ringer couldn't get on the end of it. Throw in for Pleasant Grove. Caitlin Bishop to throw it in. Robbins. Robbins into the 18. Robbins trying to settle it. Takes a heavy pass. No one there. Pleasant Grove trying to keep possession inside the 18. Instead cut out. Now here comes the counterattack from Salem Hills. The Skyhawks trying to find the equalizer. Mead. Kylie Mead couldn't get past Gant. Nicely defended by Gant. Now Kylie Mead to throw it in here on the near sideline. Ball played in, headed away by Sinte. Ball comes in centrally now to Shiners. Here's Ringer. That ball cleared away by Pleasant Grove. Still Salem Hills with an opportunity inside of the attacking third as Kylie Mead will throw it in. Booted away by Bishop. Ringer brings it down. Back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking for options. Defended by Robbins. Lindstrom does a great job to keep possession. Now Ringer trying to play it in centrally. Sinte there. Cuts it out defensively. Lindstrom again for Salem Hills. Will go all the way back to Ellie Taylor. Taylor will play it out wide to War Cup. War Cup in centrally to Shiners. Williams trying to play it up. Deflected off of Emily Ochoa. Now a throw-in coming up over on the far sideline for Pleasant Grove. Prior to those substitutions, Mia Thorkelson back into the game for the home side, while Iris Larson checks in for Salem Hills. Larson had an opportunity earlier. Now back into the game. Throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline. Thorkelson will throw it in. Prior to substitution, as Gant will head to the bench for a breather, and Elise Powell back into the game. Jada O'Reilly also checks in for PG. Loose ball ends up with Thorkelson. Plays it out wide. Stuckey trying to get on the end of it. Instead, cleared away. Throw-in coming up now for Pleasant Grove. Thorkelson again to throw it in. Comes to Robbins. Robbins trying to settle it in centrally to Powell. Instead, Salem Hills trying to win possession back. Now there is a whistle and a foul called and a free kick coming up here for the Skyhawks. With 10:31 left to go in the first half, it is still a 1-0 lead for Pleasant Grove. That ball booted up and away by War Cup. Loose ball now is Lydia Williams giving chase. Williams will boot this one up and away. Throw in for the Skyhawks over on the far sideline. War Cup to throw it in. Headed away by Sinte. Thorkelson trying to get a foot onto the end of it, denying an opportunity there for Salem Hills. Nicely defended. Thorkelson will now throw it in. Deflected as that ball goes out of bounds, and now Salem Hills will have a throw-in. War Cup trying to find Shiners. Instead comes to Carter. Carter back out of War Cup. War Cup plays it up. Here's Mead. Now into Bowler. Bowler looking for options. Gets it out wide. Trying to find Mead. Instead it'll go out of bounds and out. And a throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove. As that ball comes in, Lindstrom wins it back. Goes all the way back to Taylor. Lindstrom plays it up. Salem Hills still in possession with Carter. Nicely defended by Falabella. And the whistle and the foul will call. Now a free kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Played up quickly, cut out by Williams. Loose ball, Salem Hills trying to win it back. Falabella trying to get on the end of it. Said poke through. Mead trying to get to it now. Shiners gets it to Carter. Carter trying to turn, defended well by Pleasant Grove. Lindstrom heavy touch. Comes out now to Coiney. Ringer will boot it up and away for Salem Hills. Comes back to Elizabeth Ringer. Ringer cuts back. Looking for options. Here's Ringer. Ringer still in possession. Now we have a whistle and a foul call. This one will be a free kick coming up here for Salem Hills. And a yellow card caution has been issued to Caitlin Bishop. Number 16, the junior, sees yellow, has to sub out. Chloe Anderson quickly back into the game here for Pleasant Grove. So we'll have a stoppage in play here with 7:43 left to go in the first half. It is the Vikings who lead at 1-0. A free kick coming up now for the Skyhawks, trying to find an opportunity to tie it up. Bowler plays the ball in. Floated into the 18, and it's cleared away. Shiners gets it to the near side for Ringer. Nicely cut out by Coiney. Plays it up. Robbins doing a good job keeping the ball into the attacking third for Pleasant Grove. It'll go out of bounds and out, and a throw-in coming up for PG over on the far sideline prior to substitutions. As Indy Morris back into the game for the home side. Jordan Cox into the game, as well as number 11, Mia Lyman. Morris gets the ball down since immediately gets the ball after checking in. That shot from distance, trying to catch Ellie Taylor. Taylor does a good job reading it at the near post and denies the long distance opportunity from Sinte. Chloe Anderson trying to play it up the near sideline, takes a heavy touch. It'll go out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up for the Skyhawks. Lyman trying to keep it in, instead goes out of bounds. Anderson here to throw it in. Finds Indy Morris. Morrison centrally to Falabella. Cut out by Salem Hills. One back. Here's Bowler. Carter. Carter nicely done to keep possession. Now plays it up to Lyman. Lyman plays it to the near side. Now here comes an opportunity for the Skyhawks as Meade in possession. Kylie Meade goes in centrally, takes a deflection, cut out, and one back by Powell. Bowler trying to win it back, and Bowler will commit the foul. Free kick coming up for the home side. As the goal scorer, Sinte, will boot this one up, and away. Robbins giving chase. Warcup shielding defensively. Warcup not allowing Robbins the opportunity. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. Ball will go out of bounds and now, and a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Taylor plays it short to Lindstrom. Lindstrom will bring it out with possession, gets it up. Lyman, heavy touch over the top. Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball booted up and away over the top of the defense. Coiney trying to get on the end of it. Lindstrom there defensively, shielding it away as Taylor has to pick it up. Danger averted. Lindstrom. It's a dangerous bounce, but Lindstrom and Taylor there on the same page as Taylor does a good job defensively to deny the opportunity. Now here's another ball played in for Coiney. Cleared away by Salem Hills. Here's Falabella winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball comes to the near side for Meade. Nice. Nicely done by Kylie Meade. Takes one on, takes a second one on, and then Falabella winning possession. Meade not giving up on the play, wins possession back. Here's Carter. Carter will play it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom plays it to the near side for Ringer. Coiney defensively winning it back for Pleasant Grove. Ball goes to Robbins. Thorkelson now for Pleasant Grove. Thorkelson doing a phenomenal job keeping possession for the home side. Now here's Robbins. Robbins with a cross into the box. Coiney is there. Defensively, Ringer clears it away, and now the offside flag is raised. Great look, great opportunity from Pleasant Grove as Robbins started over here to the left side of the Pleasant Grove attack. Now, since checking back in, has moved over to the right, but the crossing from Aubrey Robbins has been dangerous. Warcup here to boot this one away for Salem Hills. 3:03 left to go in the first half. There's a whistle and a foul as Larson called for the foul. Free kick coming up for PG. Final moments of the first half. It'll be Jada O'Reilly to boot this one away for Pleasant Grove, as Lydia Williams tying up the cleat. And now good to stoppage and play here with 2:18. Ball booted up. Shiners there defensively for Salem Hills, denying the opportunity for Pleasant Grove. Ball in the air, tracking it down is Anderson. Can't get a foot on it. Nicely done by Salem Hills. Here comes the counterattack for the Skyhawks. Mead trying to get on the end of it, does. Mead does a good job not allowing that ball to go out of bounds, and then coming across defensively, it's Chloe Anderson.
Back into the Skyhawks, number 22, Hazel Marks.
Hazel Marks back into the game for Salem Hills. Throwing for the Skyhawks here on the near sideline with time winding down in the first half. 1:40 left. Megan Lyman to throw it in. Headed away by Jada O'Reilly. A corner kick coming up. Can't get the head on it cleanly from Jada O'Reilly. Forces the corner. Now a set piece opportunity coming up for Salem Hills. Their most dangerous opportunity so far of this first half. Came off an earlier corner. One hand in the air for Mead. Mead crosses it in. Goes to the far back post, headed away by Williams. Lyman tracks it down, gets it to Shiners. Nicely cut out by Powell. Or excuse me, that was Indy Morris with the interception. Now here's Bowler winning it back for Salem Hills. Gets it back to Lindstrom. Just inside the center circle, plays it to the near side for Lyman. Lyman heavy touch. One back by Falabella. Sinte trying to get it over the top towards Robbins. Lindstrom will shield it away defensively. Has to play it back to Taylor with 40 seconds left here in the first half. That ball booted away. Robbins winning it back. Robbins has options. Robbins gets it out wide. Cross comes in. Lindstrom there defensively as Powell trying to cross that one into the box, but Lindstrom denying the opportunity. Quickly, Pleasant Grove's trying to go with 20 seconds left. Here's Robbins. Robbins crosses it in. Cleared away by Salem Hills. Nicely done defensively as they just clear this one away. 10 seconds left. Pleasant Grove trying to play it in quickly. With 6, with 5. Ball comes into the 18. Heavy touch. Sinte tracks it down. Tries to play it in. Corny trying to get on the end of it. There's the buzzer. And that will do it here for the end of the first half. Nicely contested first half between these two Region 7 rivals. It was McKinley Sinte, the senior midfielder, about 5 minutes into the game, taking an opportunity in behind the defense to put the Pleasant Grove Vikings up 1-0. A couple opportunities for Pleasant Grove throughout the first half. And the most dangerous opportunities for Salem Hills coming off of corner kicks in this first half. We'll head to the break. We'll take a quick step aside. Don't go anywhere. First half action ends. 1-0 lead for Pleasant Grove as they lead it over Salem Hills. Second half action on the other side when we return here on the Rewind Sports Network. And I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. Getting ready to kick off second half action between the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Early Region 7 battle between two teams who have had fantastic starts to the season. Pleasant Grove Vikings undefeated coming into this one. Got a 1-0 start, or a 1-0 start in region play. The Salem Hills Skyhawks also were at 6-0, lost last week to Spanish Fork to go 0-1 in region play, their first loss of the season. Salem Hills trying to bounce back and stay in the early contention for Region 7. Pleasant Grove trying to stay undefeated on the season and go 2-0 in Region 7 play. It is Pleasant Grove who lead it 1-0 thanks to a goal from McKinley Sinte, the senior midfielder who put the Vikings up 1-0 early in the first half. Sinte with goal number 4 on the season. here as the Vikings and the Skyhawks retake the field. Getting ready for second half action. It is the Vikings in the blue. They'll be going to the right of your screen here in the second half. And it is the Skyhawks in the blue, in the white. Uh-oh. As we resume action. Test, test, test. Quentin, I don't know. What's going on? No. We're getting no sound from... Yeah. That ball comes out now, in front, as it goes out of bounds and out. And a corner kick coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Corner kick coming up as Stuckey here on the near sideline will play this one into the box. Cross back post, headed through off the post. And it went over and hit the field goal. And it hit the field goal post. It looked like that was a header that came towering off the crossbar. And now here comes Salem Hills with Bowler. Ball goes out of bounds as the Skyhawks will now play it back in. Bowler to throw it in. Ball headed away. Thorkelson. Ball back now to Thorkelson. Comes up and out over the near side. Giving chase here is Stuckey. Now goes out of bounds. Played in by Salem Hills. Here comes an opportunity as Meade trying to turn. Nicely defended by Chloe Anderson. Anderson kicks it away. Now Meade will have a chance here to throw it in. Salem Hills back in possession. Brought down and played in centrally by Shinners. To the near side now for Warcup. Warcup back in for Shiners. Shiners takes a heavy touch. One back by PG. But a whistle and a foul called. And so with 37:05 left to go here in the second half, we'll have a free kick coming up for the visiting Skyhawks. This ball booted up and away. Thorkelson tracks it down for Pleasant Grove, plays it up over to the far side now for Robbins. Robbins cuts it back. Trying to play it back to Thorkelson. Nicely defended by Megan Lyman. Lyman goes to ground. Another whistle and another foul call. This one will be a free kick to Salem Hills. This ball booted up quickly by the visiting side. Powell to Stuckey. Trying to get it back out wide to Robbins. That ball will roll out of bounds and out, and a throw-in coming up for Salem Hills over on that far sideline. Ball comes back in now. Ball booted up and away. Robbins crosses it in. Loose ball inside the 18. Taylor has to bat it away to avoid the corner kick. Lindstrom will clear it out. And now Jensen goes to ground. Oakley Jensen trying to play it up for Salem Hills, but the whistle and a foul called. And a free kick coming up here for Salem Hills. This ball booted up and away. Giving chase now. Here's Morris. Morris crosses it into the box, and Morris can't play it across the face of goal. Instead, it goes out of bounds and out. And a goal kick here. As this one's booted away by Taylor. Now here comes the Vikings back in possession. That's Carter winning it back for Salem Hills. Ball will roll out of bounds and out over on that far sideline. And a throw-in coming up now for the home side. Here's Morris. Morris plays it to Stuckey. Stuckey just outside of the 18, settles it back for Indy Morris. Now to Stuckey. Stuckey crosses it in, and it goes over and out. And a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Yes. Ball now on the other end as Lydia Williams trying to win it back for PG. Now we'll have a stoppage in play as looks like that is Embley here having a conversation with the official just inside the center circle. Getting ready now to resume action. Ball goes out of bounds over on that far sideline. Salem Hills here trying to win it back. Now Pleasant Grove in possession with the goal scorer as Sinte puts it wide. Goal kick coming up here now for the home side. Or excuse me, for the visitors, as Salem Hills will play it short to Lindstrom. Lindstrom plays it up over to the far sideline. Sinte. Sinte will settle it back. Ball coming up. Now here comes Salem Hills looking for the equalizer. That ball played into the box and safely into the hands of Robertson. Mackenzie Robertson here will boot this one away. Ball coming now for Morris. Out wide. Ball across into the near post, and nicely done by Ellie Taylor, covering it up at the near post and denies the opportunity for Pleasant Grove trying to extend this lead. Nice turn by Stuckey, trying to keep possession into the attacking third for Pleasant Grove. Defended well by Salem Hills. Now here's Lindstrom trying to play it out for the visiting Skyhawks. Warcup plays it short to Bowler. Bowler in centrally to Carter. Carter now over to the left. Carter trying to play to the near sideline for Meade. Cut out by Chloe Anderson. Cut out. Here's an opportunity now for Meade. Meade pokes it up. One back by Pleasant Grove as Robbins over on the far sideline brings it in. Ball in for Sinte. Sinte to the near side for Stuckey. Stuckey tries to cross it into the box. Deflected as it goes out of bounds and out. And a corner kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. PG trying to extend this lead up a goal to nothing with 29 minutes left to go in the second half. No, nothing yet. Ball whipped into the near post. Cleared away nicely by Salem Hills. Now here comes the Skyhawks with Lindstrom. Lindstrom makes one miss. Lindstrom still in possession. Now booted away by Stuckey. Not allowing the opportunity. Salem Hills will throw it in here on the near sideline as the Skyhawks pushing and looking for this equalizer. Emily Ochoa back into the game for the visiting Skyhawks. Now here comes an opportunity for Indy Morris. Morris into the 18. Morris crosses it in. Cleared away by Salem Hills. Throw-in coming up here on the near sideline for Pleasant Grove. And a goal kick coming up for Salem Hills. Ball to the near sideline now for the Skyhawks. Here in possession, it's Hazel Marks. Marks leaves it for Warcup. Warcup plays it up to Bowler. Bowler trying to play it back out of the near sideline for Marks. Does. Hazel Marks back to Warcup. Warcup boots it up over the top. And now Emily Ochoa trying to get on the end of it. Gant there defensively for the Vikings. Gant trying to clear it away. Takes a deflection. It'll go out of bounds and out. And a throw-in coming up here on the near sideline for Pleasant Grove. Opportunity to clear their lines. Anderson will play it in. Finds Stuckey. Back to Powell. Powell can't get past Ochoa. Emily Ochoa doing a good job there defensively to try to win it back. Salem Hills in possession. Warcup plays it in centrally, trying to play it back now to the near side. Instead cleared away. Lindstrom winning it back for the Skyhawks. Lindstrom doing a good job in keeping possession. Carter inside the center circle will settle it for Bowler. Bowler just outside the center circle. Gets it up to Emily Ochoa. Heavy touch. One back by Powell. That ball played to Robbins. Ball out wide. Ringer plays it into Lyman. Lyman now up. Hills trying to play a ball in. Bowler winning it. Bowler crosses it in towards the 18. Deflected and cleared away. Lydia Williams there defensively to boot this one out. Giving chase. Here's Stuckey, plays it back to Anderson. Anderson to Stuckey. Stuckey again will play it up the near sideline as this one's booted out. Here's Warcup in centrally. Trying to play to the near sideline as this one's booted away. A whistle and a foul as Thorkelson and Lyman tied up over on. And now a free kick coming up here.
Go, White!
For the Skyhawks, this one booted up towards the 18, headed away. Comes out now for Warcup. Warcup in centrally. Lindstrom cutting it out defensively. Now here's Warcup. This one booted up and away. Fine Pleasant Grove throw in here for the visitors. Done by the Salem Hill Skyhawks in the last 5 minutes or so, keeping some possession, putting some balls into the attacking third, trying to find an opportunity to push for the equalizer. Down a goal to nothing with 23:53 left to go. Pleasant Grove quickly trying to win this ball back. Balls to Carter. Nicely cut back by Carter. Stumbles, no whistle. And cleared away by PG. This one will go out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. And a throw-in coming up for Salem Hills.
Good, Liz!
Throwing over on the far sideline. Ball comes in now for the goal scorer in Sinte. Sinte settles, gets it back. Now it's Thorkelson. In possession here is Gant. Gets it back out to the goal scorer, Sinte. Over to Stuckey. Stuckey lets it roll through. Now here's Anderson taking a shot from distance, but it goes wide. Anderson, the overlapping run, unmarked in behind the defense,
Skyhawks, number 13,
taking the shot from distance.
And number 21, Oakley Jensen.
And doesn't get the opportunity to put it on frame. It'll go over and out for a goal kick. Pleasant Grove pushing, trying to find
Hopefully that works.
the equalizer. Salem Hills trying to find the equalizer, and then you have Pleasant Grove trying to find a goal to put them ahead by 2 and give them a little bit of cushion here with 21:51 left. Ball played up. Here comes Pleasant Grove, stealing that ball high up the pitch. Opportunity to get into the attacking third. Lindstrom there denying the opportunity. Again, Lindstrom doing a fantastic job defensively for Salem Hills. Ball now on the other end. Salem Hills pushing for an equalizer. Here's Larson, cuts back. Larson now looking for options. Larson plays it in centrally. That ball will go out of bounds and out over on the far sideline. And a throw in for Salem Hills, the Skyhawks. Pushing for an equalizer, still looking for a clear opportunity to try to get the goal to tie things up. Throwing it on that far sideline for Salem Hills. Ball comes in. Here's Ringer, cross into the box, comes out of the near side. Cleared away nicely by Pleasant Grove. Lindstrom lets it bounce. Lindstrom inside the center circle. Does a good job to win it defensively here for the Skyhawks as they keep possession. Lindstrom trying to play a ball in behind. Takes the deflection, comes out of the near side. Played in centrally by Hazel Marks. And now we do have a late whistle as Hazel Marks caught in the offsides position. It is a free kick coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Looking to boot this one away. Pleasant Grove trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Here comes Robbins. Plays it in centrally. Bobby Robbins sitting on 3 goals and an assist on the season. And has been one of the more dangerous players here tonight for Pleasant Grove. There draws the foul and a whistle and a free kick coming up for Salem Hills as they look to boot this one away. Brianna Warcup here to boot this one up. Bowler. Robbins. Robbins now with an opportunity here for Pleasant Grove. Robbins, it's a foot race. Robbins and Warcup. Robbins taking it to the corner flag, crosses it in, now into the 18, taking the shot and it goes wide. Powell, oh so close to extending the lead for Pleasant Grove. Powell can't redirect it on frame. It'll go out of bounds and out. Great late arriving run from Elise Powell. The number 20 for PG.
Back in for the Vikings, number 9, Mia Falabella.
Falabella checking back in for Pleasant Grove. $17:32 left to go in the second half. Still down 1-0. Salem Hills trails the Vikings. Warcup will boot this one away. How about Aubrey Robbins again, creating the opportunity here on the near sideline. Finds the late arriving run from Elise Powell. Now Vikings with possession again as Chloe Anderson will look to throw it in. Anderson gets the ball into Robbins. Robbins trying to get past Lindstrom. Lindstrom doing fantastic defensively tonight for Salem Hills. Ball comes in now for Coiney. Here's Morris, settles it. Falabella. Mia Falabella trying to win it back defensively now as Hazel Marks trying to play it up the near sideline. Instead will be a throw-in. Prior to those substitutions, multiple substitutions coming up here for both sides. Emily Ochoa trying to play to the near sideline for Marks. This ball given away. It'll be out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up for PG. Robbins lets it bounce. Cuts inside, gets it back out wide. Great link-up play there as Robbins wins it back. Robbins into Coiney. Coiney trying to turn. Coiney now trying to get it out and greatly defended once more by the Skyhawks. This ball played up, trying to find a ball in behind. Gant there defensively for PG, denying the opportunities. Sinte winning it back, gets it to Thorkelson. Thorkelson plays it in centrally to Gant. Gant will play it up and away. Coiney settles it for Sinte. Sinte back out wide looking for Coiney. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. Now here's Shiners. Warcup plays it up to Marks. Ball stays in with Stuckey. Stuckey played it up. Here's Anderson trying to cross it in. Comes off of Lindstrom, and now a throw in here for Pleasant Grove on the near sideline. Ball comes into Robbins. Robbins turns. Robbins into the 18. Aubrey Robbins now has a chance. Left-footed shot deflected. It goes out of bounds and a corner kick. Coming up here for Pleasant Grove. The Vikings knocking, pushing, trying to find the opportunity to double their lead. Aubrey Robbins again, dangerous, cutting inside, dangerous, crossing balls into the area. And now this one leading to a corner kick. Set piece opportunity coming up. PG will play a ball into the box. Scores back post over Williams and comes out the other way. Salem Hills will track it down and clears it away. Here's Hazel Marks. Marks settles it back to Warcup. Warcup boots it up and away. And another throw-in coming up for the home side. Vikings here to throw it in on the near sideline. And an opportunity to watch some of this clock tick away. Anderson will play it in. Finds Robbins again. Aubrey Robbins. Gets it to Stuckey. Stuckey crosses it in. Across the face of goal. Coiney was there. Can't get on the end of it. And it goes out the other way. Throw-in coming up for Salem Hills now. Over on the far sideline. It was Salem Hills. They had spells of possession, and it looked like they were going to have an opportunity to try to find an equalizer. But since those spells of possession, since maybe the last 10 minutes or so, Pleasant Grove has been pushing to try to double this lead. Back and forth we go. 12:45 left. PG quickly winning the ball back. Here's Thorkelson over on the far sideline. Plays it up to Coiney. Coiney cuts back, cuts up. Now here's Sinte, the goal scorer. Kylie Mead not giving up on the play, trying to win it back for Salem Hills. Takes a deflection. It goes out of bounds. A throw-in coming up. Vikings over on the far sideline. Thorkelson to play it in. Maya Thorkelson over the top. Robbins lets it bounce. Robbins trying to bring it in. Does. Aubrey Robbins now loses the ball as Bowler winning it back. Salem Hills in possession with Bowler. Bowler brings it up with possession. It's Bowler. Bowler gets past one. Can't get past the second as Sinte is there to clear it away. Carter trying to track it down. Falabella now in possession for Pleasant Grove. Falabella plays it up. Cut out by Lindstrom. Lindstrom with a nice turn. Loose ball now towards Stuckey. Stuckey trying to play one in behind. Does. Finds Aubrey Robbins. Robbins just outside the 18. Has a chance to whip a ball in. Robbins plays it in. Lindstrom there defensively, and Lindstrom clears it away. Kylie Mead now trying to turn to play a ball up. It's deflected off of Sinte. Now cleared away. Embley trying to win it there. Salem Hills back in possession quickly. Here comes the ball. Play to the near side for Warcup. In centrally for Lindstrom. Lindstrom plays it up to Carter. Carter finds Mead. Mead now looking for options. Mead gets it to Shiners. Shiners plays it back to Warcup. Warcup has time, has space. Warcup will bring it up in possession for Salem Hills with 10:41 left. Hazel Marks plays it in centrally to Shiners. Shiners trying to play it up, deflected, comes back towards Marks. Marks trying to play it with a header through past Chloe Anderson. Anderson there defensively to clear it away. Ball in quickly for Salem Hills. Here's Marks. Marks plays it back. Now Lindstrom. Robbins there defensively trying to win that ball back. Does. Here's Aubrey Robbins. How about that? The defensive battle in this game, not just in that sequence, but throughout the entire game so far between Aubrey Robbins and Ruby Lindstrom. Two of Region 7's best going head-to-head all night long, and it's been a fantastic matchup to watch so far. That ball headed through, it goes out of bounds and out. Can't redirect it on frame. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for Salem Hills. Prior to substitutions coming up here for both sides.
And number 32, Indy Morris.
Multiple substitutions here for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Indy Morris back into the game for the Vikings, although now lining up at center back. Subbing in for Gant. Emily Ochoa gets on the end of it. There's Emily, now Falabella. One back by Salem Hills. Here comes an opportunity for the Skyhawks. This ball comes out wide to Megan Lyman. Lyman trying to play it in. Lyman has space. Lyman in behind, trying to find Emily Ochoa, who can't get on the end of it, and it goes safely into the hands of Robertson. Great idea, great look. Maybe Emily Ochoa just a step off sides. And now here comes an opportunity on the other end. That ball played in, and it goes safely into the hands of Ellie Taylor. 8:07 left to go here in the second half. Loose ball going back towards Lindstrom. Ball booted away by Ringer. It'll go out of bounds and now, and a throw in for PG over on the far sideline as Maya Thorkelson will play it in. Stuckey goes to ground, the whistle, the foul, and a free kick coming up here for Pleasant Grove. Free kick in a dangerous spot coming up here for the home side. Pleasant Grove holding on to a 1-goal lead. Stoppage and play with 7:16 left to go in the second half. A free kick in a really dangerous spot here for Pleasant Grove. Stuckey standing over it to take. 3 on the wall for Salem Hills. Stuckey will go for goal, takes a deflection off the wall, and cleared away by Salem Hills. Meade trying to get on the end of it. Ball deflected as it goes out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up here for Pleasant Grove. The Vikings in possession. Played in quickly to Robbins. Robbins gets it in towards the 18. Finds the late arriving run. Falabella was there, couldn't get a shot off. Nicely defended by Salem Hills. Substitution coming up here for Salem Hills.
In for the Skyhawks,
Oakley Jensen in.
Oakley Jensen.
Off comes Emily Ochoa. Ball played in. Stuckey in centrally. Loose ball ends up back with the Skyhawks. As Lydia Williams will come across, covers, and lets it roll out of bounds. Throw in here for the home side. Vikings possession with 6:10 left. Chloe Anderson to throw it in, finds Robbins. Bowler gets on the end of it. Played up by Salem Hills. 5:55 left. Stuckey will throw it in here on the near sideline. Anderson, leaves it for Anderson. Anderson plays it in. Now Megan Lyman cutting it out for Salem Hills in danger. Trying to play it back. Supports with Bowler. Now in centrally to Lindstrom. Lindstrom gets it back to Megan Lyman. Nice step by Anderson. As this one will go out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the visiting side. Skyhawks throw-in. Substitution as well as Brockbank back into the game.
In for the Skyhawks, number 20.
Off comes Kylie Mead. Brought down by Salem Hills. Lindstrom. Leaves it for War Cup. Gets it back out wide to Lyman. Lyman can't get on the end of it. And it goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up now for the Vikings. Played in quickly. Here's Mia Falabella. And centrally. Cut out. One back momentarily by Falabella. Now here comes an opportunity for the Salem Hill Skyhawks. Skyhawks now in possession. Trying to play it up to Larson. Greatly defended by Lydia Williams. Denies the opportunity as Larson was running in behind the defense. Great heads-up play defensively by the senior defender, and now Pleasant Grove in possession here with Lydia Williams. Sinte, the goal scorer. Sinte trying to play it up, deflected away by the Skyhawks. Salem Hills in possession, ball over the top. Larson giving chase. Robertson off her line. Robertson will boot this one away. Nicely done by the sophomore goalkeeper as Larson in behind for Salem Hills. Skyhawks trying to find another opportunity to play a ball in. Throw-in coming up over on the far sideline. Substitutions coming up here as Kylie Mead back into the game. Kristen Carter also checking in for Salem Hills. Bowler gets a touch. Gets it up to Mead. Mead can't play it. Can't get on the end of it. And now Lindstrom here will throw it in. Gets it in quickly for Salem Hills. Headed away. Sinte trying to just boot this one up. Instead, possession one back momentarily by Salem Hills. How about Aubrey Robbins coming out of nowhere defensively? Won it back momentarily for Pleasant Grove, and now an opportunity here for Salem Hills. Cleared away by PG. 2:37 left in the second half. It is still a 1-0 lead as the Vikings holding on. Bowler. Cleared away by the goal scorer in Sinte. Ball played into the box. Robertson off her line, loose ball inside the 18 and cleared away. Shot from distance, can't put it on frame. Oh, what an opportunity for Salem Hills. Robertson off her line, can't bring it in. A loose ball inside the 18, cleared away by the Vikings. And then the shot from distance not redirected on frame. A goal kick coming up. A massive opportunity for Salem Hills to try to find the equalizer. Mia Falabella trying to turn, does, gets it up to Stuckey. Stuckey played it up to Robbins. Lindstrom there defensively. Again, Ruby Lindstrom coming up big for Salem Hills. Nice cut inside by Mead. Here's Salem Hills now on the with the opportunity. Mead still in possession. Mead taking a shot from distance and puts it past Robertson. Kylie Mead. Late drama at Pleasant Grove High with 1:05 left second half. Kylie Mead, the long distance effort, sneaks it past Robertson and puts it into the back of the net.
I believe that's credit number 13, Kylie Mead.
Kylie Mead with 1:05 left. And it's 1-1. That ball booted up and away by Sinte. In behind now, Pleasant Grove with an opportunity into the box. And in action, yes! Pleasant Grove! Aubrey Robbins! What a response!
That's number 4, Aubrey Robbins.
Aubrey Robbins puts it into the back of the net. Goal number 4 on the season for number 4. And within 10 seconds of conceding the equalizer, Pleasant Grove right back on top. Oh, the drama. Goal for Pleasant Grove. That ball just played in over the top. Aubrey Robbins using her speed. Gets in behind the defense. Salem Hills still celebrating their equalizer. And Aubrey Robbins taking advantage of the opportunity, has to just slot it past Taylor, and it's 2-1 PG. Megan Lyman trying to play a ball back in. Time ticking away here with 30 seconds left. Lyman throws it in. Carter lets it bounce. Carter looking for options. Carter goes down. Stumble, the whistle, the foul, and a free kick with 20 seconds left. Stoppage in play with 16.7. Salem Hills will have one last opportunity here to try to find the equalizer again. Ball booted up by Salem Hills, in behind, headed away by Sinte. The Salem Hills bench on their feet. They wanted a handball, and that will do it.
That's your final.
How about that finish? How about the late drama? With a minute left to go in the second half, Kylie Mead scores the equalizer for Salem Hills, makes it 1-1. And then within 10 seconds, right off the restart, Aubrey Robbins
Any loose items, any trash that's around, there is trash cans located.
gets a ball in behind and is able to slot it past Taylor to make it 2-1. And the Pleasant Grove Vikings stay undefeated. Both teams here meeting at the center circle to shake hands and congratulate each other after a well-fought game. Again, Pleasant Grove improving to 7-0 overall in the season. They'll go to 2-0 in Region 7 play. Aubrey Robbins with the late winner for Pleasant Grove for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. What a battle back, down and trailing for a large majority of the game, not giving up until the very, very end. Got the equalizer with a minute left, but they'll fall to 6-2 overall on the season and 0-2 in Region 7 play. The final score here from Pleasant Grove High School, 2-1 the final as the Vikings get the win over the Skyhawks. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Tab Bank. I'm Alex Napolis. Big shout out to Quinton on the camera. And from the entire Rewind Sports family, We thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night, and we'll see you next time here on KSLSports.com.